Hey everyone, welcome back to another video going over what's on my current gaming docket, what has been chewing up my time on my PC or my Steam Deck. And we're back to playing Rimworld with my wife. We are using the multiplayer mod for Rimworld. I grew up playing a lot of simulation games. I mean, everybody's played The Sims, but I really enjoy these. I've played a lot of Dwarf Fortress. I'm always looking for new colony sim games, but Rimworld really knocks it out of the park with all the mod support. It's got an active community, and I just love the fact that I can play this multiplayer with my wife. We sit down at our computers and we both just take care of our little ant colony of just colonists running around doing all the orders that we give them. If you're curious about the multiplayer mod, definitely check it out. I think it used to go by the name Zetris Multiplayer, but now it's just called Rimworld Multiplayer. It doesn't support all of the DLC that is currently out for the game, but it's always catching up. It's always trying to keep up with the game's releases of new content. And it's a great multiplayer mod. There's actually two ways to play. One is you can manage a colony together, which is what my wife and I are doing here. So it's both of us on the same screen. We're both giving orders to the same people. But alternatively, if you are maybe an expert player or you just want to have your own individualized experience, you can each have your own colony on different parts of the world. So I could jump out to the world view. So here's our colony. We could have set it so that my wife had her own colony maybe up here a little to the north. And so we'd be each playing our own colony. Time, the speed of the time would be shared between us. So if one of us paused or went up to just 1x speed or 2x or 3x, it would stay, it would actually speed up both of our instances of the colony. Although there's even an option to change that in multiplayer so that one of us could play at an accelerated time and the other could play at a slower paced time. So there's just tons of options here. Playing together, playing separately, different timelines. It's just so satisfying that we have all these options. But yeah, here's our current colony. We have settled alongside this river here, and it's finally allowed me to try out these watermill generators, which are just kind of set up in a line over here, although a lot of our energy is coming from this geothermal generator. And we have a couple mods, adding some furniture and whatnot. We also have some DLC, which is available. We've got the royalty DLC, the ideology DLC, and we're trying out the biotech DLC. If you're curious about the different DLCs, royalty adds a lot of quests to the game, and they allow you to have a psychic royal leader in your colony. So Seraph is a level 3 Psylink. Basically comes with all these extra abilities, can cast essentially these spells like stun, chunk skip, neural heat dump, chaos skip, flash storm. It's nice. It adds kind of like I can't call it magic because in the game they call it like psi powers. It's all mind powers, but it does feel like you finally have some colonists who have special abilities, special powers. And the quests are interesting because they're all to serve this kind of royal emperor of the planet. And if you can curry favor with them, then you get rewarded with all kinds of things. But we've also got ideology here. So we've got a sort of theme to our colony, which we haven't quite built out just yet. But we are a sort of techie, transhumanist colony. We believe in automatism. We created this. It's a transhumanist religion, ideology, but with it, we're trying to get bionic limbs, try to reverse our aging. They like to use these neural superchargers, which make them think and learn faster. We've also got these like sleep accelerators. So here's Gundozer getting her sleep sped up. That's kind of cool. And then we also got the biotech DLC, which we're trying out for the first time. And it's adding all of these kind of genetic elements to the game. So Royalty added a lot of quests and psychic abilities. Ideology added a lot of like theming, a lot of how do you want your colonists to, what do you want their morality to be? What do you want their beliefs to be? And then the biotech one is all about genes, gene splicing, colonists being different kinds of people. So like we've got a good selection in the colony right now. So Gundozer is a hussar, so like a super soldier, bioengineered, needs to have a certain drug, but they're so good at combat. Like look at the shooting and the melee skills, incredible. Then we've got Skag, who's a waster. They're immune to toxic pollution. They just need to occasionally take some cocaine, apparently. But yeah, they don't really deal with toxins. They can just ignore them. Then we've got the Yitakin, which is like half animal, half human. They can talk to animals. Yeah, they have this ability that they can do an animal war call. And they're great with animals. Great. Kinitesh is almost always tending to our sheep, alpacas, and our horses. And then there's Vavon, who is an impid. So this is kind of like tiefling, kind of demon, and they can breathe fire and deal with high temperatures a lot better. They fight well at range. Very cool. And yeah, awful at a lot of other stuff. Terrible with plants and animals. So if you can get a variety of these different genotypes in your colony, they can complement each other, make up for each other's weaknesses. But yeah, this game, I really enjoy it just for how much simulation there is and for this extensive tech tree. I mean, this is enormous. You can go all the way from really basic medieval primitive technologies up to more modern, and then into the future. A lot of cool stuff in here. A lot of it we haven't really even seen. I have played some late game Rimworld where you're trying to build the ship to get off the planet, but it's a long time before you get there. I would definitely check the game out if you're a fan of those colony games. If you've ever played some Dwarf Fortress, definitely check it out. I'm trying to think of some other colony sims. I don't want to name ancient ones and give away how old I am, but man, I really got to recommend this game. It's just so good. You can save scum in this game. I believe we didn't make it a commitment mode, so every so often my wife and I load back if something just simply too tragic has happened in the colony. And my wife does not like to deal with the combat that can happen in this game. So maybe like a group of raiders will show up at the base and we'll have to defend ourselves. Well, that's when I have to take over and grab anyone who can hold a weapon and send them to the front lines. Usually it just involves drafting everyone and getting them out there. And Seraph is so good at combat. Oh, Seraph's incredible. With all the psychic powers, I mean, he can put people down. I love it. But yeah, we've just been playing this nonstop. It's a really good game to just run in the background. We do chores while we play it. Like you can just fold laundry and leave it at 1x speed until something exciting happens. It's a game where we started from nothing. I mean, we only had 3 people. I think our first room ever built was like right here, this little square right here. And we've built out this huge colony. So it really pays to just stick with it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, highly recommend it. Give it a try, and definitely check out the modding community because you can change this to whatever you want. If you want to turn this into a medieval simulator where it's just people with swords, bows, and arrows, you could even add some D&D elements like wizards and clerics. I've seen mods that add like Forgotten Realm monsters to the game. You can play it that way. It's very flexible. or if you want to play it as a high-tech, futuristic sort of game, absolutely you can play it that way. Yeah, I would definitely check it out on Steam. As for the DLC, I definitely recommend Royalty. It's one of the older ones. Definitely check that out. You could maybe skip the Ideology one unless you really want to like have, I don't know, a colony of tree worshippers, a colony of religious fanatics, a colony of cannibals. Like if you kind of want to check out the gray areas and the morality choices that come with these games, you can check that out. But highly recommend Royalty. And from what I've seen of Biotech, it's pretty fun. It is a little awkward that they added kids to the game, but fair enough. And I have yet to see the new DLCs. I believe Anomaly was just announced. And there's also another one that has to do with like evil space aliens, creepy stuff. The moment my wife saw that one, she was like, no, let's just get the Biotech one. And like I said, those DLCs that are newer, they're not supported by the multiplayer mod just yet. Anyway, hope you like tuning in, and definitely check out Rimworld.